It was the 50th anniversary of the My Lai massacre a few days ago, and of course that's been a reason to reflect on the Vietnam War and everything that went wrong there. Some estimates suggest a total of 3.8 million people died on all sides of the protracted conflict, and more than half of them were civilians. Over 58,000 US servicemen lost their lives. Those who survived returned to a country that had begun to doubt the war, partly because of infamous incidents like My Lai. 2 years ago, at the 50th anniversary of the first landings of the US Marines in Da Nang, I met 2 US survivors and talked to them about the war and their memory of conflict. The first guy you're going to hear from is called Carl Hopper.
Longer periods of time where you didn't have anything, and then all of a sudden, kaboom. Be there, just walking away, and the sniper first opened up, and they tried to suck you into something. But you never knew when it was going to happen. Plus, the main concern was always, when you're moving, looking for mines, booby traps. And there were, believe me, plenty of them.
Your colleague said he came here partly to get rid of the demons of that time. Is that something that's working for you, visiting these old scenes? It was obviously a terrible time. Has it helped coming here?
I think it's going to help in the long run. Especially the fact, one thing that surprised me, nobody looks at you wrong. Vietnamese, I mean. Most of them are younger, so they weren't around. But still, you can say, well, he caused the death of my dad or mother, whatever, but nothing. They're all friendly.
All this time on, do you feel now that there was a need for this war?
No. My opinion, next time they ought to give the politicians the grenades and the rifles and say, go ahead, you do it.
My name is William Huff. I'm from Columbus, Georgia. I landed in Da Nang 49 years ago, 1966.
What do you feel like when you come back to Vietnam and see kind of the relics of that war? What are your feelings?
Well, here, I don't have strong feelings. When I was up north where it was really bad, had terrible feelings. A friend of mine was killed up there, and he was at the University of Georgia, played football. And so I brought a candy bar wrapped up in a Georgia football wrapper, and I buried it up there for him in memory of his death. A lot of tears, a lot of emotion. All of these guys that you see on this trip that were here, it's been an unbelievable experience. One man, a doctor, was with an evacuation hospital up north, and we pulled into this little dirt road, and they said, well, this is where that evac hospital is. It's all overgrown. None of it looks like it did when we were here. And this boy came up and he said, stay here, stay here. So he gets on his motorbike and goes and gets his mother. Brings his mother back 5 minutes later, and she was a nurse at the same evac hospital this guy was in 1960, whatever it was. So very emotional times for all of us.